We are just visionary artists.
We're painting with my friends, artist friends from Peru. We're doing the Pachamama.
Pacha is tierra, mama, madre, tierra.
It's about the jungle, the forest.
The wind, the air, the cosmic and the water. I consider a channel myself to bring up my channel, my energy, and show up in the arts. The arts is an energy fluid through our hands, our creativity, our minds. People who really who appreciate Samadhi Madre Ayahuasca, they are connected all the time.
This year at Boom, I had an opportunity to really focus on kind of two-dimensional visual art for the festival, and trying to, Artur asked me to communicate the Boom experience through my lens as an artist.
Android, John este chico es.
The cover for the Boom newspaper. So this was the first image that I created for Boom, and all the art that I've been making the past few weeks is I chose to use the Boom's, their mascot, their symbol is the dragon, and so I have a series of work with different types and styles of dragon that all symbolize different elements of the festival.
Do you do them by hand first and then some, because you obviously do some computer work on them?
I do them with my hand and the computer at the same time.
Like with the electronic tablet?
Yeah.
We just want to have a record of it at this point. It's going to keep on going, but we just want to see how it looks like.
I don't think we'll get any more on this. Philip, my name's Philip Luke. I painted a couple of days ago in the Luminal Village, and tonight we're going on the main stage. It's such a heavy piece of wood, I don't think we could take it anywhere.
And one thing I wanted to point out that you can clearly see through all of these artists' work is that there's a common thread that runs through them all. A spirit communicating through these artists, a spirit of the jungle, a spirit of the plant, a spirit of the world, of Mother Earth. It's revealing this message that wants to be communicated to the world of healing, of planetary unity. And not only do you see it in these artists' work, but you see this common thread go through all the visionary artworks, around the planet. As you can see, it's very revelatory to the hidden dimensions of our world in the realm of the spirit. And I thank you very much for coming and sharing your work with us.
Thank you.
I'm painting as well, similar paintings like this people who hang here exhibition, but I do with pencils. Just it's very amazing when you see these paintings and you see that they as well see a same lake of everything. I don't know how to express ways come all energy, and everyone artists who draw this paintings, me as well, like I come at night in my consciousness and I see and I draw this kind of shapes, and when you see that the same people to do same stuff and we saw same things and they express themselves is such amazing, like for me here it's incredible. I'm so happy, I love this place.
Donc voilà, j'ai commencé cette série en 2003 et je l'ai appelée Kinétique Mécanique. J'ai commencé par la pièce numéro 1, après j'ai suivi 2, 3, etc. Je suis arrivé à 43 pièces et j'ai toujours voulu une numérotation sur mes pièces pour ne pas lâcher la série. Donc voilà, je pense être parti sur quelque chose sur très longtemps. Mon travail est sur le paradoxe. Je veux toujours y représenter deux choses, un peu comme le yin et le yang. Je veux une face assez sombre, assez qui soit représentative de mon travail et surtout y ramener de la lumière. Et les gens y ont vu tout ce côté lumière, tout ce côté beauté. Et ça pour moi c'est quelque chose qui m'a énormément touché, qu'ils y retrouvent vraiment une nouvelle forme de beauté. Et l'accueil par rapport aux gens a été beaucoup d'amour, sincèrement beaucoup d'amour. Tout ce que j'ai entendu que du...
Freedom. There's a lot of freedom. There's nobody telling you not to do things at all. That's nice. Festivals in England now are not so much fun because there's security everywhere. You're going to go from your tent to a stage, you've got to go through a gate and they have to check that you haven't got any alcohol hidden, and it's really boring. And they're not bothered about things like that around here. I haven't noticed.
Let it be like that. If no changes, would be great. Like, just keep on doing it. Everything is good. There is nothing to change much, right? Gotica is like a community of people who do the music on open air, you know, it's like sun and wind of Goa, North Goa, center of psychedelic culture. And for us, it's our way of life to play music in such a place like this. Talking about trance scene, it's like the word career, it's like you don't use actually. Just do music. Personally, me, I do music because I cannot stop.
The first time I was at Boom, it was 2004, I think. I felt like this is what the world should look like, you know, if we all work together, get rid of all the bullshit, just make art, music, good food, you know, just good life, you know. This is what humans can achieve, you know, and imagine this on a grand scale or just a whole country like this, you know. It would be nice. I think Boom represents a better world, just utopia. Oh, that's the after party actually.
Last year I was given the opportunity to, curate the art for the dance temple and coordinate the vision. I really felt it important to really see it as a dance temple. You know, a temple is a sacred architectural form where all forms kind of work together for a common vision to activate the people within, to connect them to the heavens, the multiple dimensions.
We tried to do some sculpture aspects that would kind of come down in 3 dimensions, so it would shade the sun from side angles, but still leave pieces open so that it would be open at night.
It was challenging, as they say, really also about engineering, material, the whole concept of bringing a 25-meter high tower dance floor, it's quite, with no column, inner column, tensegrity, like somewhere a simple structure but really complex.
My friend Daniel and Carin, that both happen to live in the same town in South Africa, in Cape Town, they were excited to jump on the project to create these feathered serpents that kind of went along with the Mayan cosmology that were kind of following this cycle in 2012, the culmination and beginning of a new cycle.
The influence comes from many Mesoamerican symbols from the Aztec Mayan religions, like the symbol of the serpents, indicating these gods between the heaven and the earth, protecting the gateway between the heaven and the earth. So we looked into creating something, to facilitate the journey of the dancers. I created them using fabric and steel, and I have a very, very talented visionary artist from South Africa named Carin Dickson, who collaborated with me. She did the painting, beautiful paintwork.
The biggest psychedelic serpents that anyone's ever seen. Crazy project, very exciting, a lot of work. Got a feather factory going on right now.
Wanted to integrate into the stage design, kind of like an Egyptian sun disk with Balinese elements, also weaving in alchemical symbologies, because this year's theme was alchemy, which is all about transformation and transmutation. So I wanted to really see what I could do with the design to catalyze that within people.
I was used to cutting all these by hand, so having the machine do all this and be able to get that much more complex is really exciting for me. And a lot of these motifs and designs and shapes really erupted in my inner world.
I feel pure fun for this process. I am at home.
We wanted to honor the world of Psytrance by having a lot of UV art and have it in our style and kind of make it more modern and elegant. So you have the best of both worlds.
You know, it's all about going back to the source, you know. It's very rootsy in a way, very back to basics, but also super high-tech. And yeah, it's what psychedelic culture represents for me. So you take the best elements from ancient cultures and kind of fuse it with high-tech and see where we can take it, you know.
This event is so huge, and it's not just one trance dance floor. It's a really meeting of a way of life, you know, everything around, the workshops, the chill out stage, the healing areas. It's not just a trance party. It's really a huge event, and I'm really honored that I keep getting invited here because they keep surprising me each time.
Because I mean, what we're doing is we're connecting through films, events, you know, the internet primarily. You know, these communities are finding each other globally, which is a new uprising. There's a new movement growing of kind of people that are looking for, you know, new ways of thinking and doing and stuff. So I see these kinds of gatherings like the Boom are these physical manifestations.
Sinto que as pessoas estão a tomar em consideração que o festival não é só música. O próprio Wheeling Area tem pessoas que, mesmo a gente tentando evitar os acampamentos selvagens, né, tem pessoas que vêm para o Wheeling e ficam todo o festival aqui, não fazem mais nada. Todos os dias temos workshops, né? Tens o puja, tens a tenda de grupo, tens a tenda de terapia, tens o water tent, tens o yurt, tens o tipi, tens o tamascal. Todos os dias, das 7h30 da manhã até à 1h30 da manhã, com iniciativas a acontecer. Este ano, igual ao ano 2010, o Wheeling Area foi uma área bem grande, no qual a gente pôde distribuir todas as estruturas de forma a podermos ter espaço entre cada uma das abordagens. Este ano voltámos a ter o fantástico water tent, onde as pessoas têm o acesso a uma terapia que não é convencional, em que se trabalha na água.
I came to the Boom to enjoy and to contribute to this beautiful community by playing with the babies in the water. I feel when I hold the baby that we grow together. He teaches me what he can do, he shows me, and I can just support. I'm not holding the water support too.
Eu sou Offer como oferta. Sou de Israel, de deserto de Mar Morto. Estou aqui o coordenador da zona da água. É o melhor condutor de som de qualquer coisa na natureza. Está ainda por cima, quando uma pessoa está a flutuar, consegue de ouvir o som que passa. Temos aqui vários instrumentos que são instrumentos musicais, mas foram utilizados desde o princípio dos tempos como instrumentos de medicina mesmo. As taças que onde fomos ver são instrumentos que não dá para ouvir além só de ouvidos, mas mesmo o som passa nos ossos, entra em si, consegue mexer um bocado os líquidos interiores no nosso corpo. Um espaço, uma dimensão que faz parte de todos nós. É por isso que para qualquer pessoa que passa aqui encontra o seu raiz, deixa um espaço de relaxamento profundo, conexão em si mesmo, que é muito especial. Acho que faz grande parte da experiência total deste festival.
Hey, so you so offer, offer como oferta. So DJ Alchemy of Spirit,
Agarrándome voy. Vamos a saber un poquito de cumbia.
Estamos a viver em Dublin, na Irlanda.
Sim.
Mudámos para lá há 5 anos.
Sim.
Antes morávamos em Lisboa.
Muito bem.
E gostamos de vir aqui exatamente para ter este contacto com a natureza, com pessoas de todo o mundo, não é? Cerca de 102 países diferentes, não é? E ele tem, como ele sabe falar inglês, não é? Tem contacto com pessoas de outros países.
Claro.
Isso acho que lhes abre o espírito e os horizontes, não é?
Não,
Saber
muito bem.
que Portugal não é só o mundo não é só Portugal e sim.
Não é? Ai, para, está frio.
Essa é outra das coisas, aquilo da maluquice, não é? Acho que depois...
I will present you our pizzeria. This pizzeria named Pizzeria degli Elfi, from Italy. There are a lot of people from Tuscany, from the mountain. There's Georgina cutting. Then we have Mariolino, powerful. Massa, our general, full power, Ronia. And we have Peiko, our oven master.
We are a group, a community group. We live in the mountain. We live in a very beautiful and amazing mountain. We all was born there. We all young. The old people who is here is our fathers, and we do this work from long time ago. We try to bring a nice philosophy, a nice idea. Like if someone have no money, we give pizza for free. Children's normally have pizza for free. We have no boss. We are all together. We are a family. We are a community.
I think it's great to be here. I think the special thing about Boom is that it's not only about the music, but also about the talks and workshops and many performances. Like there are many artists here and there are many shows, and I think this is what makes Boom also so special, because it's not only about music, but about all arts.
It's like art, it's workshops, like this global melting pot of science also, where like we are like sharing knowledge to raise ourselves up in this human consciousness.
So it's it's very inspiring, and I meet many different people which I feel like, oh, I want to connect afterwards. What I like, for example, the people who do the print, they do prints for the Boom tickets, and they would use recycled materials, recycled cotton. I met this guy, and he has the fabric in Thailand, where they bring old T-shirts from the US, old vintage T-shirts from the 70s and 80s, and recycle the shirts and make new T-shirts out of it. So I'm very happy to see this illogical awareness on the festival.
You know, I hope that most of the people that come to the festival are aware of, you know, all the initiatives and actions that Boom takes to be sustainable, and you know, hopefully they take a piece of that home with them.
Mm-hmm.
most of the structure is recyclable. Many of the elements we used from last year, like a lot of the cables, we repurposed. All the lycra is new, but it will be repurposed next year, just like last year's or 2 years ago, the dance temple was repurposed for something else. And
The Central Plaza.
all the bamboo columns are going to stay as composite columns, and they'll get reused next year for another project. So, yeah, I would say that, probably 90% of it's probably reusable.
Working with the local materials and bioconstruction techniques, you can really work a lot and create a lot, and a system that could really sustain a population. I mean, there's certain things that are more challenging, like growing food and things like that, but we're working towards that. Boom Festival offers a lot of opportunities for education and sustainability practices, permaculture, things like that we need to implement in order for something like this to exist on the long term. Working with the land and preservation, collecting our waste to use for, fertilizer, things like that Boom is, on the forefront of in festival culture, to really use this as a model and example for people that come here and people that learn about Boom to, just to understand what's happening and what's possible.
A ideia inicial foi trazer água lá debaixo do lago, cá para cima, e com isso fazer o projeto de irrigação para o Wheeling e para o Sacred Fire. É uma bomba solar que é alimentada por 2.400 watts de potência solar lá em baixo. A própria bomba pode produzir mais água, pode trazer mais água para cima, desde que a gente aumente a potência dos painéis. E este projeto, a ideia era tornar todas as estações o mais portáteis possível. E na realidade a estação do Wheeling e a estação do Sacred Fire estão totalmente metidas em caixas assim como esta.
Most of the times during my daily life, I'm not able to experience these things for real. I mean, we are talking about compost toilets, for example, but we are never using compost toilets except here in Boom most of the times, and this is the main thing, people is talking, okay, the compost toilets are really well working, but, it's something that you can bring home. It's an idea that you can bring home. Definitely Boom is innovative and is one of the few festivals that has the skills to catch the good talkers and philosopher or writer or artist or whatever, or musicians talking about that message.
It's important to ensure that the straw is well covering the soil around the plant after we've lodged the plant into the soil.
Muy importante.
It's very, very important.
El hecho de poner mucha paja.
The fact that we are laying and covering everything with straw will protect the soil from cold and frost.
La paja, el mulch,
the straw, the mulch,
se convierte en orgánico.
Will transform itself into organic matter.
For ages we've been saying, let's get out of cities, let's get out of cities, let's get out of into the countryside. So now we're thinking about how we can make cities eco-cities. And actually, there's no reason why a city can't have lots of green space and lots of space to grow and be, sustainable. And this is the sort of thinking that we're doing now, really. Well, we live in Brixton and Herne Hill, which is a really great place to start because it's quite open-minded and they've already pedestrianised a little bit of it so that there's no cars and a bit more of this, and I think there'll be even more people space, and community gardens is one thing we're really interested in looking at and seeing how we can start growing our own food. Coming here and finding so many other people who are thinking the same thing and feeling the same fear and having these conversations, it's very inspiring.
it's nicer, I think, in the lake.
So how do you work that out with her? You sign up?
She'll be down on the beach every day between 1 and 5.
All right,
and
okay. she wears like a little, one of these Swiss kind of, I don't know how you describe them, these green hats, I think they're Swiss, typical Swiss hat. Okay. And she's got blonde hair and a really sweet smile.
Yeah. I was in the opposite direction. I was traveling in Portugal, and then I was supposed to travel in Spain. Like I came to Madrid. The next day I was supposed to go to Barcelona, and then I heard about this. I'm like, okay, let's go back to Portugal. So I got out of my session in the healing center, after like a nice massage with Chad. And I was supposed to find my friends, but then they were in the main stage, and I'm like, I heard some, drums coming from the sacred fire. And you could see like how each of them really liked what they were doing, and they were like so passionate about it, and they have like the smile on their face, so like I could feel that they really like 4 of them to play with each other. Was really amazing, and I felt like it doesn't matter really what you do, it's the passion that you could see in their eyes, like they didn't want to leave the drums. What are they called? Tintin? Tintin por Tintun. Tintin por Tintun. Does it mean anything? No. Tintin por Tintin.
My friend
Tintun. Tintun? Tintin.
Yesterday.
Dude, there is no yesterday. It's just been one big thing, and it's like still going, and like I'm trying to like pause it and just get some rest, but it's like not coming along so well.
You can't stop.
Yeah, man, I kind of like want to, but I kind of don't want to, because I know like all of it will end at a point, and I know like afterwards I'll be able to just like sleep in a bed for a few days, and that'll be nice. Like straight, It's
You have to get some rest, man.
Yeah, it's been fun.
¿Y por qué meditas? ¿Y por qué haces eso?
Porque lo necesito. Necesitamos estas herramientas para encontrarnos a nosotros mismos.
Then breath in, and begin kick, and go down, and make a step.
I always felt that the human race, especially after the millennium, I thought we have evolved to a higher beings. And now 2012, 12 years has passed. And according to Mayan calendar, and according to all these different news and propaganda I've heard about 2012, everybody is freaking out. Says, well, I think it is the actual commercial world, the industrial world, the corporate world, they're freaking out because they have no base, they have no soul.
Every species has a necessary gift, necessary for the well-being of the entire ecosystem. Humanity has a gift too that's necessary for the well-being and the development of the entire biosphere. We do know that in the next phase, we need to turn all of our powers toward the healing of the damage that's been done for thousands of years of separation. The stories that built the old world are falling apart, and all of our systems are falling apart, and the things that made sense in the past don't make sense anymore, and the things that seemed real in the past don't seem real anymore. Stories are made of symbols. And what happens when those symbols lose their power? For example, the symbols that we call money. Money is just symbol. And what happens when we stop believing in the power of that symbol? Then things do fall apart. And already those symbols are losing some of their power. Symbols of politics too. The political classes are becoming impotent. They're becoming powerless. They proclaim things and they don't happen anymore and they feel paralyzed. We're going through a transformational time, and the first stage of transformation is when things fall apart. And here we are in Portugal, where it's really obvious that things are falling apart. You know, I don't know what unemployment is, but it's high. And the things that people once thought were so secure and permanent, like their pensions, are being revealed as not very secure and not very permanent. And so, you know, at the beginning, there's this feeling of the world dissolving, and I don't know what's real anymore, and I don't know even who I am anymore. And that empty space is fertile ground for new things to be born. Because before people enter that empty space, then they're not going to really be interested in something new. You know, people don't change while the world is still working for them. But when it stops working, then they change.
I'm searching for a way of a good type of money, a money which try to improve exchanges and to keep everybody at the same level of life.
I think more people should do not think money is bad, because I also notice some people here go, oh no, money is evil. But I think we should just see it as a tool, and if it's not good now, just change the tool.
As you said, money is not a problem, it's love of money, it's a problem.
We're bankers. We started our own bank, the Exchange Ambition Bank. But also, if you can follow with the camera, you can see the shoes. I'm an artist. That's how I started, but slowly I'm fading into a bank director. In our society, money has become this omnipresent thing which changes all value and just makes financial value the only important one. It quantifies, it measures value. It's like something is better because it's a bigger pile of banknotes. And I think we should value all values and not try to make them financial. Here at Boom, we're doing various things. One of the things is working on this project. It's the Transfer Money Tree. The Transfer Money Tree looks at a different way of money, maybe a transformation into a future where money works in a different way. Maybe we'll have, instead of our mono money culture, we'll have many different forms of currencies. So we're asking people for banknotes, and those banknotes, we're going to glue them onto the tree. And once we glue them, people might say they become worthless, but that's not true. They become just financially worthless. And they take a different value. They become spiritual, the tree becomes spiritual, it becomes mind-provoking. And some people here really got inspired. They say, we're going to try to maybe start our own system back home or do things. And that's, I think, the best feedback you can get. Not feedback that tells you that you're very bad or very good, but the people that get triggered by it, and then they get inspired, and then they become artists or bankers themselves, and they do start doing things.
of these events is to create some type of change, some type of transformation in individuals and in humans.
The human mind will evolve from a mechanical, industrial mindset to more human mindset.
We need to get rid of this mechanical world, and stay with our instincts. And this festival is a great opportunity to be with like this. So I do think that this is changing the world, and it will go on changing the world. And once the whole world will be in boom.
This experience here of the Dance Temple really validates and confirms so many of my dreams that I've had for years, which for me makes me more optimistic and more confident, 100% confident and optimistic that we're heading towards a really beautiful reality. I'm very excited how things have been unfolding. Continually, we seem to just be raising the bar higher and higher when we come together and work like this. We're just getting better and better at creating environments that are healing and positive and activating.
Often people come and approach to me, can you be our guru? Are you a guru? And I look at them and I ask them, do you know how to spell guru? Do you? He says, oh yes, they go G-U-R-U. I says, no, it's more like G, you are you, goodbye. Don't put the burden on me to find what you are looking after. You should find yourself.
Increíble, una experiencia que es como un nuevo punto de partida para todo lo que viene después.